as human beings, we never always hit the mark or, you know, meet the expectation or the standard, the set standard, and so on. That's just what the case is, and that's just what makes us human beings. You know, always missing a mark by 10 marks, always, you know, missing the target by 5 minutes, always, you know, or having someone who is better than us, and so on. It's just what defines us as human beings, and really there's not much we can do about that. However, what happens when the missing of the mark, when the failing, when the almost hitting it but not near enough becomes almost a trend, and so that every other time there's always just room for, oh, I should have done better, or oh, I should have, you know, increased in this area and this area. What happens when it almost becomes the trend, and if we're not very careful, that actually can end up defining us? That's why today, guys, I would like us to look at repeated regrets, where it's not once, it's not twice that we make the same mistake, that we make the same miss of our target, but almost every other time where it just ends up being a regret and something like that. Is that even right? Should it be the case? And if not, what can we do to just make sure that we break the trend, if I can put it that way? Hello everybody, and welcome to Naomi's All-Inclusive World. Happy New Year, happy and wonderful 2023. Let's keep doing this. Let's keep just, you know, riding together in this caravan of sharing information about the world of those living with disabilities. And to start us off this particular year, let's look at a thing or two about regrets, and especially the repeated regrets, and what we can do to just probably better that situation. Now, a regret, again, in the simplest of language, is actually just that emotion of wishing that one had made, say, a better or a different decision, you know, because the consequences of the decision that have now occurred are not favorable enough. Now, as human beings, again, we regret over very different things, depending with what our life goals are, depending with our age, depending with our space, you know, and so on. We regret on lots of things. And among the very common subjects or issues that we regret over are things like the choices we've made, either the choice of a career, the choice of you know, where to live, the choice of a school, say for example for your son or your daughter, the choice of, you know, just those things that really matter in your life. Sometimes we have regrets over such things. We have regrets over partners that we chose, that we have ended up, you know, settling with, you know, either partners in life, partners in business, or in you know, in different platforms of growth, and so on, and just such like things, you know, partners in things like, for example, let's say buying your dream home. You think you want to partner with your cousin, you want to partner with your high school, you know, friend, you want to partner with say your college roommates or something like that, and then it ends up not going the way you envisioned. That can actually cause a regret later. You know, people regret about wrong conclusions they make about people or situations, you know, and especially when we are quick to do the conclusion without sufficient information over either someone, over an occurrence, over something. You realize that later on, should you have a chance of getting now all the information about the situation, you realize that you have a lot you did not base on for the conclusion you gave, and that can make you regret. And another thing also that just can make us end up being very regretful or regretting on what ended up, happening, is also just being compliant to crime, being compliant to sin, if I can call it. When you're compliant to crime, say for example, you keep either committing a particular crime, a particular vice. Number one. Number two, you either keep covering someone who is committing a particular crime or a particular vice. It might catch up with you at some point and you might end up actually regretting. Say for example, when you'll become a parent, and you look back and you realize, wow, the complacency you had, or just how compliant you were to some practices that are now probably, say, featuring or compromising the progress of your kid, and you regret that you should have done something, say for example, earlier enough, or just being compliant to a situation that might end up actually, say, causing an accident or a harm to yourself or to your family member or to someone who matters to you, that can actually cause you to regret and wish you had called it out or done something earlier. And lastly, we also just regret on things like just listening to wrong advice, whether it's political advice, career advice, like I mentioned earlier, things that that probably needed you to think about more or to seek more opinion on, so on, and probably you did not, and you ended up, say for example, making a quick conclusion, or you listened to wrong advices that can make you end up actually regretting, and just so many other things that you can also comment and add. Like, what are those things that actually have made you regret? You look back and you're thinking you would have done better, or you would have participated in better, and something like that. So yeah, those are some of the things that can make us regret. Now, like someone once said, it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to flop. It's okay to fall, for lack of a better word. But then quickly pick yourself up, and pick yourself up together with whatever lesson you can from it, and move on. And I like one of the quotes that someone once said: your best teacher is your last mistake. Wow. So what happens if Naomi's last mistake has been the last mistake for I don't know how long, because she just keeps repeating it? It comes out the same way, and she keeps repeating it and repeating it. So what happens for such a case? That's what we're talking about, guys, today. Repeated regrets, repeated practices that we almost already know the outcome, but we're still doing it. We're still practicing it. We're still, going through it when we know very well the result has been there before. Number one. Number two, it was not good, and we still do it. Now, like we keep saying, whatever you do in life either adds value to your life or takes some away. And that also includes actually the practices and the things we do that either end up making us, be glad we did, or regretting. And that's how much sometimes just repeated mistakes can be disabling enough. When you just keep doing it, when you keep doing it over and over again, until now it doesn't, the wrongness in it doesn't bother you anymore, doesn't even take away your peace anymore, doesn't make you even worried anymore, because you've done it so many times. Until now, it's as normal as can be, and that can be very disabling. So guys, yeah, I thought I really needed to mention something about repeated regrets, and just jog our minds that even as the year is as young as this, literally so young, because in some other parts of the globe they are yet to cross to 2023, that we will just take a moment and look at our lives and just look at our practices and size them up. How many of them are actually already like tried out already and we already know the outcome, but we still want to do them. We know very well we are going to regret about a certain decision, about a certain company we are keeping up, about a certain, group of friends, say for example, we are keeping a certain clique of friends we're keeping, but we still do that. So yeah, how about we drop such things because they are unnecessary baggage, unnecessary burden, if I can call it. And trust you me, if you can have fewer things in life that make you regret, then you will have more space in life to try out things that will probably make you grow. Thank you for your time, guys. I thought I needed to share that. I hope it helps someone. It jogs your mind. It just helps you look through your issues and items that really matter to you, and check out some of them that probably are just straightforward, are going to lead you into another regret, another repeated regret, and probably just scrap them off your list of priorities, your list of things that you need to invest your time and your resources in this new year 2023. Asante sana. Let me know what you think, and in the meantime, if you're my first timer, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and share and like, and let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you are my returning subscriber, asante sana. Let's keep doing this in this new year, and just let's see how much of the regret we will reduce from what the case has been, and how much space then we are going to create for more lessons, for more challenges and opportunities that might just make us better. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye for now.